Okay, so on to the next track / performance in Sonia's Harmony of Hearts package or series, whatever you want to call that. Today it's all Sonia's tracks. It's 2 of her packages because we're doing these in order, and tomorrow we have got other people's coming through. This week's going to be completely and utterly busy with Harmony of Hearts. Lots of your stuff is going to be dropping. We will have all the HOHs that have been booked completely dropped by the end of February. 1 or 2 people have emailed me and saying, oh, I just want to find out, is this still happening? Of course it's happening. If you've paid for it, it's absolutely happening. And yeah, I mean, these HOHs were all to drop in February, and I'm going in order. So whoever booked first, we follow along from there. And then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever else. But all of them will be dropped by the 28th. So please do not stress, do not worry. Yours will be done, right? For those of you who do want to request more HOHs, unfortunately not from me, unfortunately not from Alex, we're completely at capacity. We did open up for a few more, but now we're closing because, you know, we can't take any more. But there is Wolf and Magnifier. They are officially now part of the Fable sphere. They would love to take in a couple of HOH series, and yeah, if you'd like to book for them, they are handpicked by me. All of these reactors are handpicked by me, and they are fantastic. They look into the lyrics, they look into the lyrics deeply. They don't just sort of listen to a song and be like, oh cool, that's fire. They really are great guys and very sharp, and they do a great job of reaction. So you guys will absolutely enjoy anything you give them to react to. So I'm leaving the link down in the description if you want to support them and request a couple of packages from them as well. That would be fantastic. Anyway, moving on. Stan Walker, man. Now, excuse my language, but I fucking love this guy. I absolutely love Stan Walker. The song is called Bigger. No message over here. I don't think you even need a message. You don't need anything to preface this. We all know who Stan Walker is, and we all know what he can do. Anyway, let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got.
Ko maua o te mauna, ko taurana te moana, ko matātua te waka, ko naiterani te iwi, ko nā pōti ki te hapu, ko tamapahore te marae, ko tamapahore tōku tūrana waiwa.
I absolutely love that he is so connected to his ancestry, so connected to his heritage, he's so connected to where he comes from. I absolutely think that that's such an important thing to do, to be proud of your heritage, to be proud of where you come from, to be proud of your people, essentially, right? Should never, ever, in any which way, in any which society, allow society to deracinate you and put you in a corner because you don't follow the norms of society. Absolutely bullshit. Do you know what I mean? I mean, people should follow the things that give them comfort, the things that sort of brings them closer to their sort of neutral, which is home. Come on, man, let's go.
Ore tōku tūrana waiwai, no taurana moana ahau.
He's got a Chris Brown look to him though.
Yeah, I was raised in a small town kind of place, where it is what it is and you don't complain.
Ooh.
Where people didn't know how to listen if you asked them. It starts to make you think, what does it matter? Cause there'll always be minds that you never change. So listen to your wild dreams, the ones that make you crazy. They're telling you the right things. Why we gotta think so small when we can be bigger, bigger than this. Listen to that good song beating in your chest. Don't be scared of stray too far from the river.
Oh, yeah. These are my kind of lyrics, right? Why do we have to think so small when we can be bigger, right? Think bigger than yourself. Think out of the box. Think that you are greater. Think that you can play this life more magnificently than you actually think you can. Just because you don't have certain monetary things, you never come from nothing, because everything you need is within the vehicle that was given to you, right? And this over here can think bigger, right? It can think bigger. Armor plate your mind. It's important to do that. And if we taught that to children, that it's important to armor plate your mind, right? You don't run because you like running. You go and you run because, or you don't exercise because you like exercising. You exercise because that armor plates your mind. You do the things that you don't like to do first. That's how it should be. That's how you think bigger. That's how you become bigger, right? Is by doing the things that you don't want to do. That is how you armor plate your mind, right? Thinking small is just sticking to the box that you've been put in. And it's like, anything outside of this box makes me uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how you think bigger. Come on, man. Fire. Let's go.
You crazy.
Create a risk profile for yourself.
Things. Why we gotta think so small when we can be bigger than this? Listen to that good song beating in your chest. Don't be scared of stray too far from the river. You can be bigger. We can be bigger. Was a bird in the cage that lay on my life, yeah.
This guy's voice though.
I was told I was wrong and I couldn't fly, yeah. I knew that it was more than just a feeling. I knew my life had so much more meaning.
Yes.
Damn, it feels so good on the other side. The other side. When you can be bigger than this. Listen to that good song beating in your chest. Don't be scared of stray too far from the river. You can be bigger. We can be bigger. Yeah.
It's amazing what you can achieve when you actually realize that your life actually has a purpose and a meaning on this earth. Right? It's amazing what you can do by just realizing that, by realizing that the person that is 6 inches from the mirror is so much more powerful than he thinks, right? Has got so much more purpose than he thinks he's got or she thinks she's got. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing how much can be achieved. Come on, man.
We can be bigger. Yeah. Ones that make you crazy, they're telling you the right things.
Yep.
Why we gotta think so small when we can be bigger? Yeah, yeah. Oh, bigger. You gotta be bigger.
Stan Walker's just a G, man. I absolutely love him. And I like the fact that he's actually talking about bigger and smaller in terms of the way he's juxtaposing those two. Essentially, where it's like, sometimes the bigger ones need to think like the smaller ones, and sometimes the smaller ones need to think like the bigger ones, because the smaller ones, anything is possible. Right? Nothing is put in, like, they don't put any obstacles in their way and complicate life. I'm talking about kids over here. Kids see the world for what it is, right? Kids see their dreams for what they are. And when they do that, they create a risk profile that they don't even understand. They just take the risk. Can I jump off this height? Well, I don't know. Find out. Oh, damn, broke my arm. Okay, it seems like I can't jump from that height, right? But that's they take the bull by the fucking horns when it comes to life. That is life. What we do is eventually we try to shape them in a way, because obviously you can't let them just go and do these crazy things and like think like they're Superman and jump out of a fucking window. Obviously they need to be sort of honed in to a certain degree, right? But that kind of character that you're born with, right? That erodes over time. It erodes over hardships. It erodes because of traumas that you go through in your life, because of strifes and tribulations that you go in your life and things like that. It actually starts chipping away at the pure power that you have as a person, right? But when a child is like that, the child is a child in a child pure form. doesn't care about any of that. A child will fall, get up, and get back on the bike, essentially. Do you know what I mean? An adult will fall off the bike and be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna ride that bike again because, you know, man, it's too risky. Child's like, I don't know, fuck, they'll fall, they'll get back on the bike and they'll ride again. It's just that kind of thing. But it's actually about that. It's actually talking about the children having think bigger, right? Don't do what society tells you to think within a certain confined construct, and actually think bigger and outside of that, right? It's a lesson to the old people to say maybe it's time to think like a child, take a bit more risks, to actually open up a little bit, to feel like a child would feel, and also to tell a child it's okay to think bigger. It's okay to think bigger than what you are. Society does not need to constrain you to a certain mold, and then you get pushed out like every other person and you become like every other person. It's okay to think bigger. Anyway, I apologize for that long diatribe, but I absolutely love the song. You guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you on the very next one. Peace.